Dark Brandon, ladies and gentlemen, has struck again. He gave a speech recently, and a few good moments I want to show you from it. First, him calling out Republicans for taking credit, some of them, for pieces of legislation they didn't vote for, and oftentimes they actively stood against. And he does a pretty funny impression, I gotta say. So here's that.
Republican, not a single one, House or Senate, voted for that legislation. We also passed once-in-a-generation investment in our nation's roads, highways, bridges, railroads, ports, airports, water system, high-speed internet. We got a little help from Republicans, but not a lot, but enough to get it passed. But the truth is, there are a lot more Republicans taking credit for that bill than we actually voted for it. I see them out there, and now we're going to build this new bridge here. We're all for it. And by the way, this new road, and we're going to have an internet that's going to be all the way. I love it, man.
I don't think I noticed that the first time I listened to that clip. He said, we're going to build an internet. That is the most Joe Biden thing ever. You know, we're going to build this road and an internet. We're going to build one of those internets. Let's do that impression from the beginning. That's a classic.
Now we're going to build this new bridge here. We're all for it. And by the way, this new road, and we're going to have an internet that's going to be all the way. I love it, man.
We're going to have the World Wide Web.
They got no shame. They don't have any shame.
So what he's identifying there is absolutely true, setting aside an internet comment. So often you'll see a situation, and we saw this with recent legislation from the Democrats, or by recent, I mean, since they got in power last time in 2020, or 2021, and Republicans will take credit for bills that they actively stood against. It's crazy. And they'll go to their constituents and say, hey, there's going to be more funding, you know, blah, 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 blah. So amazing what I've been able to get done because of the new infrastructure that you're going to benefit from. And then you look and they voted against that bill because they were just trying to obstruct the Democratic Party. And for all of the flaws of the Democratic Party, all of the ways we know them to be insufficient and not good enough and all of those things, they are the party in this political climate that is doing anything for the American people. And so if you're a Republican, it is the most politically smart choice for you to make to try to get credit for the good things that your constituents will gain from the actions of the Democratic Party. And so him calling that out is really good and important because we have to make sure people know who's actually working on behalf of them. Again, not enough. We wish that the Democratic Party was much better, but still, when you compare, okay, they're the ones who are doing good things on occasion, and that needs to be made very clear, even if it's in an old man impression. And then, from the same rally, he talks about how women are playing such a huge role in the midterms, and Republicans can't even predict how much women are going to show up in this election.
Republicans have awakened a powerful force in this nation. Women. W-O-W. No, I'm not joking.
Okay, well, let's just ignore the W-O-W, okay? I don't know where we're going there, Joey.
I'm not joking. Those of your lawyers, read the decision. And the court says that women have a right to vote to change this if they don't like it at the state level. Well, guess what, pal? Here you come. Here you come. Republicans don't have a clue about the power of women. Not a clue. Let me tell you something. They're about to find out. They're about to find out. I mean it.
Yeah, so that's something I've been saying a lot recently, that I do think we're going to see something very unprecedented, as we saw in Kansas with that ballot measure where just a massive turnout to protect abortion rights in a red state. And I hope to and expect to see something similar across the country in the midterms, because it does seem like there is a just massive level of motivation among specifically women after the overturning of Roe v. Wade. Not just for what that decision was, but also I think it awoken people to the real regressive nature of the Republican Party, and realizing, oh, even though we've heard this rhetoric They were serious. They were trying to do exactly the things that they had said, and even further than many of the things they would admit to pushing for. And so I think you have awoken a beast in a very good sense, a good beast, a beast fighting for the correct side. And hopefully we will see those numbers just in massive amounts in the midterms. And hopefully that'll lead to a situation where the Democratic Party actually works to put it in law, those protections around abortion rights. But on the topic of Joe Biden's speech, I don't know what's gone into him. Genuinely, I know I keep saying this, and it's almost become a meme now, the whole Dark Brandon thing, but genuinely, I don't know what happened. He was one way his entire presidency. I almost said pregnancy, and I did that last time I talked about this. So weird. I got abortion on the mind or something. His entire presidency, he was one way, and then boom, right around when he got those political successes, his whole kind of personality and energy and all of that changed so significantly, and I'm loving it. Absolutely. He's way more aggressive. He's more effective at communicating. And for the first time, I look forward to clips that are coming out from rallies of his. Usually it was like, oh gosh, it's going to be him, stumbling and mumbling. But no, he's kicking into gear somehow. I don't know what it is, but keep it up, Joseph.